Hi, Karen. Remember when I used to work at the space company? I was the best engineer there, a literal rocket scientist. Yeah, I said it, Derek. I hope you read this too, because I know it'll piss you off, you dick. Karen, I want to tell you a story about that job. It was just another boring day at work when they told me that something that seemed like a piece of alien spaceship fell in Brazil. It would need investigation, and I was the one responsible for it. And I was like, what? Oh my, Alan Turing, does that mean I'm gonna be late for dinner again? Why me? Why doesn't Derek ever have to deal with shit like this? Yeah, aliens exist. It was no surprise for me, and the space company knows that for a while now. They just don't tell people so they don't freak out. And that is why I couldn't tell you. The government would go after you. Oh, and good luck with that now. Anyway, aliens are real. Get over it. Back to the story. While analyzing the piece they made me work on, I saw something rather unusual. A mix of robot with space asteroid. I couldn't tell what it was, but I know it was scared of me as it ran away in fear. I tried to show it I was not a threat. Poor little guy, scared of me, shaking in the corner, totally defenseless. As it realized I wouldn't harm him, we became really good friends. We spent a lot of time together, since I was in charge of researching his ability, and after a while, I even started understanding his beeps and boops. I discovered he could transform into any spherical object in sight by shooting a glowy bullet at it. Then he would rebuild himself inside the new host. After a while, I started studying his software and found some encrypted messages. As I started to crack some of the encoded messages, I could read the letters S-P-H-E-R-E-S at the top of the code. I do not know what those letters stand for, neither does the robot, but that's how we at the space company started to call him. Spheres. And he seemed to like it. As time went by, I was able to build a machine to hold Sphere's software without the need of a spherical object. He felt really comfortable in it, and I made it in a way so he could go in and out whenever he wanted to. One day, Spheres found something that looked like a glowing fuse inside the piece of spaceship he was found on. Then he opened the lid on his head, and the thing went flying right through it. When I asked him why he did this, he just told me, I don't know. I just felt like it. After that, I found some new information on his software, and I could crack a little more of his code. Being able to decipher some random words: hope, gather, fuses, strength, devourer, save, universe. Karen, I know intelligent is not the best word to describe you, but you don't need to be a rocket scientist to realize how important this guy is, right? Save the universe. This pal is meant for something greater than all of us. And I knew I had to help him remember what his mission was. Unfortunately, a few weeks later, I discovered something new about Spheres. He could provide energy for an entire country, but the procedure would hurt the little guy. So me and my assistants kept the new discovery a secret. Or so I thought. Someone betrayed us, and the word got to my superiors. As you probably already know, Karen, I am the most wanted man on Earth right now. Isn't that ironic? The guy you used to say had a boring lifestyle with a very boring work was working with top secret information all this time, and now he is the most wanted guy on the planet. Ha! I bet you feel stupid. And that's good, because you are. The last 2 months I spent hiding with Spheres were full of discoveries. I was able to create a radar to find more fuses like the one Spheres absorbed in the lab. I discovered I could improve Spheres with a gadget I made myself. Also, I found out Spheres could power smaller stuff without getting hurt. Let's say a spaceship that travels at the speed of light, for instance. Well, at least now you know why I was so obsessed, as you used to say, with work. And I heard Derek moved in with you to the house where we live together. You see, it is important for you to know that Derek worked with me at the space company, and he is probably the one who told everybody about Spheres' energy-providing abilities. Now that you know too much, I'm not sure what they're going to tell him to do with you. My best wishes to the couple. I know Spheres is destined for something very important to the universe, and yet the government wants to hurt him and use him as a power source. Now I could give him up and pose as a scientist who discovered an infinite power supply. But you know what? Humanity doesn't deserve spheres. The space company doesn't deserve me. By the time you read this letter, I'll probably be in space, helping spheres get more fuses. I will delete Earth's location from the ship's radar, just to make sure to never come back, because fuck the government, fuck humanity, and fuck you, Karen. I'm going on a quest to save the universe. P.S. I'm not sorry about the house. Well, time for the most important meal of the day. What the? Oh, for fuck's sake. Spheres, wake up! Why can't I open the minibar? What do you mean you're holding it? Since when do you have control over it? Permissions I give you when I'm drunk do not count. I told you that. Let go of it. It's never too early to drink. But you're right. This time, I'll drive you back to the planet, just as promised you. Can I at least have some coffee? Seriously though, do not accept permissions I give you when I'm drunk. Alright, let's go! Here we are again. I was a little lazy yesterday, so I wrote Old School Planet as the name of this planet on the computer's memory. You know, 'cause it's full of old stuff. Hope that's fine with you. Do you copy? Great. Listen, last time you were there you picked a fight with rats. There are probably going to be some interference along the way now. Well, you created this problem, so you better solve it. Another perfect shot and landing. You're welcome. There's no sign of rats, but you better keep an eye out. Those little bastards are very aggressive. I've never seen something like that. I'm trying to find a way to the kitchen. In the meantime, why don't you try to get out of this pool table and get ahead of schedule? Maybe the best way out is to transform into a smaller ball and get into the drawer. Rats! I told you, didn't I? You better solve this problem. I'm gonna go get a beer. You better call me when you're finished. Are you done? Great. I finished calculating the route. You need to go through one of those holes in the corner and get to the drawer. I need to remind you, I'm writing some instructions to your monitor, so you better check that out. Did you hear that? You fought the rats of this planet, and do you know how aggressive they are? Now imagine the dogs. You can't fall to the ground. You need to find something to transform from here. Nice! It is good this planet is full of old stuff. Now, you see that pink arcade machine? You need to get on top of it. How are you gonna do it? Surprise me. I'll admit it, wall running is super cool. I'm not sure how you're gonna get on top of that arcade machine. Why don't you jump onto that red chair? Maybe you'll find something. Bad idea! Bad idea! The dog is gonna tip the chair! Get out of there! I'll admit it, wall running is super cool. I'm not sure how you're gonna get on top of that arcade machine. Why don't you jump onto that red chair? Maybe you'll find something. Bad idea! Bad idea! The dog is gonna tip the chair! Get out of there! Next time I have a bad idea, do not listen to me. Now you need to get back on top of that computer table, but this time on the top shelf. Why don't you do that wall thing again? More rats! Well, this is getting intense. Now you need to go to that orange office chair. Transform into that globe behind the photograph. Good boy. Now jump onto that office chair. Now I need you to push the chair all the way to the door. Of course, more rats. Good. Now open the door. Give me a break. I told you not to touch that cheese. Now use the toaster to get impulse and go get him. Wait a minute there. This toaster is missing a piece. What the? Spheres! Get this rat! Now! Shoot him! Shoot the ball he's standing on! Take that, you disgusting piece of... You may be able to use the toaster now. Jeez, this dog looks high. Spheres, you know you can't transform into organic matter. What are you trying to accomplish? Go, go, go! Punch him in the face! I'm bringing you back to the ship.